Traders, are we starting to see US dollar strength return? Is it time to start selling gold? Let's take a look. Welcome to Simply Forex, the channel that provides you in-depth market analysis, trade ideas, tips and advice so you too can succeed at trading. And if you stay to the end of the vid, guys, I'm also going to give you all of my trade ideas for today. So stay tuned for that. If that sounds like a plan, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button. Right, guys, let's start with the US dollar. And let's start specifically with gold against the US dollar, because gold is a really good sell trade right now. Okay, now if we start with the weekly chart, guys, as I normally do, I do a top-down approach, but gold, as we know, has been in an uptrend, right? There's no two ways about it, right? Gold has been trending strongly for months. But we find ourselves in a very overextended area, right? If you look at the moving average 20, you look where price is up here, things are overextended with gold. And they become that overextended that at this 2950 level, we saw a really bearish weekly selling candle, right? So for me, sellers are still in control on the weekly chart. We've got this big bearish candle, and even last week's candle is bullish, but we have this top wick, and it's actually inside this larger selling candle, right? So on the weekly, we are in an uptrend, but the candles are telling me we still potentially have some room to the downside. Now, if we look at the day chart, structure has broken, right? And we haven't seen a daily structure break forever, right? I mean, not since, down here, guys, right? So from here all the way to here, that is the first structure break we've seen on the daily chart. Now let's zoom in and just understand this structure break. So we were in an uptrend and then bang, right? We broke all of these lows in here and we started to get lower lows. We also at that point started coming below the moving average 20, right? So I really like this setup when you get a structure break plus movement below the moving average 20. And then we've had a nice retrace towards the moving average 20. Itchy nose, itchy head, bear with me. And then we got this nice bearish candle yesterday because we saw this US dollar strength come into the market yesterday. And we'll look at some other pairs as well, some other US dollar majors that I like. But gold is my first trade idea. And we've got this bearish candle, right? And the idea would just to be come back down to these last daily lows and this 2850 psychological level. So on the daily chart, that's what we're looking at. Just continue the downtrend. We've got room to move into, bearish candle below the moving average 20. We're in a downtrend, right? Tick, 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 tick. There's lots of reasons and confluence to take this trade. Now, if we drop down to the H4, we're just looking at levels to take the trade from. And we are at one of those levels right now. If I just draw this through here, right, you can see price reacted here as resistance, then support, 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 support. You get the idea, right? And we are now at that level. So if I see a nice bearish reaction at this level, right, we've got the moving average 20 coming round. We're clearly in a H4 downtrend, right? We are. Just wait for this bearish reaction and we can start selling gold potentially all the way back down to here. All right, so gold is my first trade idea. Other US dollar pairs I like is Aussie dollar. Actually, before we go anywhere else, I like silver. Ha. I have to do my pirate impression when we talk about silver. And again, let's start with the weekly chart. Right, so if we start back here, okay, we was in a weekly uptrend, right? And then bang, we're in a weekly downtrend. And we're still in that downtrend because this high right here, the last swing high, hasn't broke. All of these wicks keep closing back into this high, right? We had a big bearish candle. Now, admittedly, we do have quite a bullish weekly candle here. I actually prefer the gold setup for that reason. But we're at a really nice weekly resistance level in a weekly downtrend. And then if we go to the day chart, right, at that level, again, let's understand trend. We are in a downtrend, right? We broke this low. Even if you didn't include that as a low, we got this low, right? We are in a downtrend. We're getting lower lows. And now are we starting to see lower highs, right? So we're in a downtrend. We got a nice big bearish candle, right? Just started closing below the moving average 20. Just another nice piece of confluence. And again, with silver, we've got all of this room to move into, all the way back down to this 31 level here. All right, so again, we like silver. Let's take a look at the H4. Obviously, very similar to gold, but we have a level through here, right? What was once support, then becomes, when we break it, which we have, then becomes resistance. So somewhere in here, guys, very similar to gold, I'll be looking for a bearish candle, right? Moving average 20 is coming round. You need something to tell you that sellers are in control, and that is a bearish candle. So wait for that. Once we see that, we can start selling silver as well. All right, so gold and silver we like for sells. I also like from US dollar pairs, the US dollar majors, I still like Aussie dollar, US dollar. We were selling this from yesterday. We made some nice profit on this, and I shared my trade idea in the VIP Discord. So again, let's start with the day chart. Let's start with the weekly, actually. And the weekly, we find ourselves between a rock and a hard place. Now, this is monthly support in here. And this, as you can see, right, is a weekly resistance level. So you're probably going to see price perhaps do this for a little bit, right? Because you've got these two forces acting on it. Right, you've got weekly sellers, monthly buyers. And you can see that in price, right? It's become scruffy, but we can come from this level back down to this level and this blue line, right? This 6200 psychological level. If we drop down to the daily, you can see this more clearly. And again, this is in a downtrend on the day chart. Now, whether you include that as a low or not, it doesn't matter because we've still broken this low, right? So either way, we are in a daily downtrend, right? We're below the moving average 20. We've got, just look at those bearish candles. We've got 3 days of absolute bearish candles, with yesterday's candle being the most bearish. And I would suggest we could keep coming all the way back down to this level here. If we drop down to the H4, again, there's a level here that's interesting, right? But anywhere, right, because we're in a H4 downtrend all of a sudden, guys, right? Now, anywhere, it could be here, right? Maybe the moving average 20 catches up, maybe it's here, but anywhere between, here and up to here, I would be, willing to take sells. Again, I will just wait for a bearish candle to form, somewhere in here, and start selling Aussie dollar, US dollar. If it breaks this level, I'm not interested because that would be a H4 structure break. But if we get a bearish reaction in here, right, then we can start selling Aussie dollar, US dollar. And it's the same with New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Again, obviously highly, highly, highly correlated. But if we look at the day chart, right, again, let's just follow structure and trend, right? Don't overcomplicate trading. Just follow all the facts that you see on the chart, right? And that is in a downtrend, right? We broke this low, so we've got lower lows. This is the last high, and we're starting to see lower highs. That is a downtrend, okay? And we have got bearish candles, right? We're starting to see this US dollar strength that I talked about at the start of the show, right? And because of that, I think we can come down to 5,650, if not all the way back down to 5,600. And if we look at the H4 to find an entry, we've just about broken this level, Okay, but I think the moving average 20 will be a good area here. So if price retraces into the moving average 20 somewhere, we get a bearish reaction, right? I will then start selling New Zealand dollar, US dollar. But we need that retrace, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to just start selling from here. Yeah, because I put my stop up here. You know, there's my first target. Risk to reward doesn't make sense. So we need that retrace, and then we can start selling. All right, guys. So yeah, we are starting to see US dollar strength come back into the market, and we've got a few trade ideas there. Stay tuned because I've still got more trade ideas for you today. Before I do, if I could ask everyone to please subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button. If you haven't already, please come join our trading community. Okay, you can speak to like-minded traders, share knowledge, ideas. So come join it. It's free. We've got the free Discord channel. Also right now, guys, if you want access to any of our premium trading education, then please go check out our website, www.simply-forex.com, and there is so much trading education on there. Check it out. And don't forget to join us for the live streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 a.m. New York EST time. That's correct, 8 a.m. because the clocks change, right? So yeah, come join us for that as well. Right, more trade ideas. The last trade ideas that I have are Euro strength, right? And let's take a quick look at the Euro US dollar on the day chart. Now, this is not a trade idea, but I just want to show you these wicks, right? So there you can see US dollar strength coming into the market, okay? But look at Euro, right? Euro is like a freight train with no brakes and using nitro to go faster. I'm not sure where my analogy is going, but it is bloody strong, right? The Euro is strong. Now, a lot of trades, you know, like Euro, Aussie dollar, you know, is there any value up here? The answer's no. But, you know, I do like the bullish candles that I'm seeing. But it's just no value. It's difficult to trade that. Euro, Canadian dollar, again, you know, look at that candle from yesterday. It's just telling me that it wants to keep going. And it can, even if it is overextended, it can still keep going, guys, right? But a little bit too overextended. But there are a couple of pairs that I like, and they're not overextended. The first one is Euro Swiss franc, right? And as you can see, if we look at the day chart, it has reacted at a beautiful level, right? What was once resistance, yeah, we broke this resistance, okay, clearly in an uptrend, higher highs, and then when it comes back and tests it, it becomes very good support. And at that support, we've got a nice bullish candle, and we've got lots of room to move into back up to the next psychological, this 9600 level. So that's what I'll be looking to do. If we drop down to the H4 is a little scruffy, right? Because we are in a downtrend, and this is where we're at. But if we start breaking this level, let's say we get a nice bullish candle break through this level, then I will look to buy Euro Swiss franc back up to this level. All right, guys, so it's all about structure breaks for me in there. Let's have a look at the H1. I mean, the H1 has broke. Yeah, we was in this H1 downtrend. It was sort of, you know, sideways and then bang, right? We are clearly in a H1 uptrend. But I would wait for a break of that level, which is that H4 level, and then keep buying Euro Swiss franc. I also like Euro pound. If we look at the day chart, right, looking at these candles, right, if we went back a couple of days ago, I was not interested in buying that because of these wicks, right? But yesterday, look at the strength that come into the euro, right? As we know, right, there's strength in that euro, and we've got room to move into. It is, you know, a little bit overextended here, right? But because of the bullishness of this candle, I think it's going to make its way to this level before it retraces to that level. Okay. So we're looking for buys for that reason. We're clearly in an uptrend, right? You don't need to be Warren Buffett, right? We're in an uptrend. We've broken this key resistance level and nothing but free air up to 8,450. If we drop down to the H4, guys, okay, so we've already had a structure break on the H4, or a continuation, should I say. Yeah, this candle here has broken these highs, and that is a continuation of trend. All I would look for is a slight retrace just somewhere into here where I can hide my stop below here. That's what I'm thinking about. Where can I hide my stop loss? And once we hide it in there, we can look to take price back up to those highs. All right, guys. So yeah, those are my trade ideas and market analysis for today. If you've enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button. Come join us for the live stream, 8 a.m. New York EST time today. Get your questions ready for me, and I'll see you then.